We've got that joint moving, your head's still attached.
I've never had my neck cracked, that's quite cool.
Yo, what is going on, guys? So today, well, I have a different video. I have Dr. Rizwan and Dr. Mohammed, and we are going to be doing like some crazy videos today, yeah? And something that I've actually never done, and I'm quite scared as well, I'm not going to lie. So basically, what we are going to be doing today is we are going to be doing like literally loads of things. And do you want to talk a little about yourself, what you exactly do? And like this clinic here looks so nice, like what do you do in the clinic as well?
Yeah, okay, thank you for having me first of all. And yeah, my name's Dr. Riz, that's short for Rizwan. I'm a chiropractic doctor. So if you don't know what that is, Google it. We work with the spine and we're working with the musculoskeletal system. So a lot of you guys who are training and into fitness and all of these things, you should know what a chiropractor is, because it's a really important part of staying in shape and staying healthy, especially if you're very physically active.
Yeah.
And we have a centre here in Leicester. We also have a centre in Bangalore in India, and we also have a couple centres around the UK.
How many centres do you have in total?
So we have London, we've got here Leicester, and we've got in Cardiff, and one in South India at the moment in Bangalore. So what we do is integrative medicine, which means that we integrate lots of different therapies and practices, from natural practices to more conventional things, all in one. So you get the best out of kind of all of the different services that you offer.
Nice.
So we do nutrition, chiropractic, manual therapy, massage, cupping, and some of the stuff we're going to give you a taste of today.
Yeah, I'm quite scared as well, especially like the kind of things I've seen on your channel as well, like the neck cracking and the wet coming out.
Yeah. So he's saying that he's scared of chiropractic and he doesn't want to have his neck cracked. So
that's scary. Like some people can do that thing where they do that. I can't do that. Like that's scary. Even like the noise and stuff's like.
Okay, so there's a reason why we do that, and we're going to do a bit of an assessment for Ram today, and we're going to have a look at kind of what needs tweaking and what needs kind of aligning with his body. And then we'll see what we need to do. If we need to crack your neck and we need to align some joints and work on some mobility, then maybe we'll do some of that.
Cool. Okay. Do you want to talk a little bit about yourself, Dr. Mohammed?
Yeah. Boaziz, basically I work as a naturopath. So my main point of concern with people and patients and clients is lifestyle medicine. And it's about utilizing breath and nutrition and really integrating ancient healing techniques with modern evidence-based approaches to making people functional human beings, happy, healthy, strong. And we utilize a lot of techniques from ancient to more modern to try and create holistic individuals, fearless individuals, and people who are unique and creative. So hopefully we've spoken a little bit about that already today.
Yeah.
But I work alongside Dr. Rizwan, we're very busy helping people become really, really good, happy versions of the best versions of themselves. So yeah.
So we help people live their best life.
The best life.
Living the best life.
So, should we do this?
Yeah, so just before we do,
Yeah.
I just wanted to highlight like the purpose of this today,
Yeah.
right? So you haven't come in with like a broken back or something like that. You're not here to get fixed.
Yeah.
So, people might be thinking like, why is he having this treatment then, right? So the general principle about our centers and what makes us very different in what we do is that we are health based and we're not sick based, right?
Yeah.
So what that means is we don't wait until you become sick to have treatment, right? So a lot of people, they wait until something happens before, they wait until they get diagnosed with diabetes or with, a slip disc
or even get injured.
They wait until they get injured before they do anything, right?
Yeah.
But for us, that doesn't make sense. That's like driving a car and waiting until it breaks down to ever, get it serviced or get it checked or anything like that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to, just like you check your car, we're going to check you out and we're going to check we're going to give you an MOT, that's it, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to check your tracking, we're going to check your alignment, we're going to check your mobility, we're going to make sure that you're fine-tuned. That's what we're going to do today, so a lot of tuning up.
Ooh, sounds good. Let's do it.
So I'm looking at how well you're balanced and how well things are lining up. And I'm just going to have a look at your spine. and if it's aligned well. Okay, and what I'd like you to do is just step back for me just a tiny bit, okay, and just bend down and try and touch your toes for me as far as you can.
Keeping legs straight.
Yeah, just as best as you can, how you can bend. Okay, so what I can see from you from here is that when you do that, if you do that again, what I can see is that you're bending your spine quite a lot, you're arching your back quite a lot, or you're curling your back rather quite a lot when you do that, which is telling me you've got quite a bit of tightness in your hamstrings and your legs. Yeah? Okay. So this is where some stretching can be really useful, and this also shows me that you might be putting a bit too much pressure in your lower back when you're doing certain movements and activities. So this is where, even though it's not a problem, it's something where you can improve. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I want you to just slide down this way. Okay. Sliding down this way. That's good. Okay. And the other way for me. Okay. Perfect. All right. And I'd like you to just lie down onto your back. Leg nice and straight from as high as you can go. Okay. And we can also see there that you've got a lot of limitation. So I was right with your hamstrings, right?
Yeah.
So your hamstrings are very tight. Okay. So you're coming at 45 degrees. Your flexibility should be, you want to have 90 degrees, yeah? Okay. So I've got some patients who are a lot older than you that can move better than this, yeah? So you've got some work to do.
My hamstrings aren't bad, I know.
Okay, and lifting up here. So this is an area that a lot of people neglect, especially when they're training. And this can be one of the causes of mechanical back pain and mechanical dysfunction, which causes you to put a lot of pressure on your spinal discs, and it can cause disc problems and a lot of back problems. So this is an area where we can help you with that by working on your hip mobility, working on your hamstring mobility, and maybe we can do a little bit of that today with some of the tools and some of the treatments that we're going to do. Cool. 90 degrees, you want to be able to turn all the way here. Okay, so you're at 45 degrees. So this is, I can tell that you lift weights, because a lot of people who are training and they're in the gym, they don't spend enough time working on flexibility. So for all of you guys watching, I just want you to understand something. If you want to be healthy, there's 3 parameters of health which I want you to learn about and understand. One of them you already know, which is strength and fitness, right? So working on your strength and making sure you're building that muscle. But if you have all the strength in the world and you don't have a very good cardiovascular system, so you've got no endurance, then your fitness can be quite poor. So I'm sure you know both of these areas, fitness and strength. I know you know both of these. The third one though, which is the missing factor and which is very key, is flexibility and balance. This is another aspect of health which a lot of people neglect, and Ram is very guilty of this.
The fitness YouTuber.
The fitness YouTuber is very guilty of this. So we're going to be treating him, okay? And it's not just going to be today. He's going to have to start a program to get these things sorted. So we're going to make sure that your flexibility improves. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some videos of you before, and we're going to take some videos of you after.
I think a transformation video should do that before and after.
So we're going to do that, okay? So we're going to make sure that Ram's mobility improves, right? And with that mobility, that will also improve your strength, right? Because if muscles are tight, so if you think about this, if a muscle goes from a long position to a short position, it contracts. Now every time you're doing a bicep curl or you're doing something, you're shortening that muscle when it contracts. Now when you finish your training, that muscle sometimes remains a little bit tight, and this is why after you've trained, you'll often feel that you can't fully straighten your arm and you feel really tight after you've trained. Now, if you don't fully stretch out and allow your body to return to its normal length, or the muscles return to its normal length, and then you train on that again, that causes the muscle to become tighter again. So I imagine that you're doing legs and you're not stretching out properly afterwards.
Definitely.
That's what
it's very rarely that I'll actually stretch after.
It's
just literally, this is typical the person who go gym, they'll train their legs or muscle prop. They just want to go home straight away, and they'll just avoid stretching or anything like that.
Okay, so this is the importance of looking after your body. If you think about it, if you're using your body a lot and you're pushing yourself a lot, I'd say it's like a Formula 1 car. If your Formula 1 car's on the road, what does it do? It pit stops every few minutes. It's got to stop and it needs a service. If you're a really old car like a Vauxhall Corsa or something, and you're going to the shops once a week, you don't need to service all the time. But for all of you gym goers, you're pushing your bodies to the limits. So servicing and maintenance work is really, really important for you. Okay, let's check this hip. Okay, so we're just going to bend. Okay, so that's actually not as tight as the other side. Look straight ahead. Okay, what I'd like you to do is just lift both arms up as high as you can go and bring your hands and touch your hands together at the top. Okay, so what we can see here, okay, is the distance between his arm and his ear here. Okay, so there's about a 3-finger distance there, and the distance between his arm and his ear here, there's about a 4-finger distance there. So that's telling me that this shoulder is limited, it's restricted. So he doesn't have such great movement in this shoulder in comparison to this one. And this is telling me that there's something going on here which is limiting that movement, which means he can potentially have a problem, or he's already building or brewing a problem in this shoulder. Okay, and rest down. Have you ever noticed any difference in your shoulder strength when you're benching?
It's more like, you know, the overhead squat. I find it very hard because I find it very tight. You know when I'm doing that?
Yeah.
Squatting down like that.
On both of them, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about strength when you're bench pressing and stuff? Do you ever find that your right side is like lagging, or it's
No, I haven't realised that.
Okay, because you've got a bit of limitation in that movement, which means some of those muscles are tight. And if they get too tight, eventually you will notice a reduction in your muscle strength in that area. Okay, so just relax for me. I'm going to check your shoulder movement. So nice and loose. Okay, so we're going to turn this way. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to turn this way. Okay, I'm just going to check the rotation here again. Okay, so you see what you're doing when I'm pulling that out, you're bringing your whole shoulder back.
Yeah.
Okay, so try and relax. Try not to bring that shoulder back. Let's just see how much it's moving. Okay, so to there. Okay, and this one, relax the arm. Okay, okay, and you see this one's coming out further. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to rotate that one more, and this way is okay. But on this side, okay, that's not coming out as far.
Yeah.
Okay, but when it is, you're rotating your shoulder blade to get the movement. So that's telling me that there's an issue in your shoulder blade. Just relax for me. Okay, so I'm going to feel into your infraspinatus muscle. Okay, so when I press into here,
Yeah.
is that sore?
Yeah, that's...
Okay, so that hurts. Let's compare to this side. Okay, so relax the arm. Okay, and I'm going to press in here. Is that different?
Yeah, it's not as sore.
Not as sore.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So from that assessment, I can see not only have you got very poor hip mobility, but you've got a tight rotator cuff, especially right in there, and that's tender. Yeah.
Yeah. So your rotator cuff is right here.
Yeah. So one of the rotator cuff muscles is there. Okay.
Right,
so this is your infraspinatus, one of the 4 rotator cuff muscles.
Okay.
Okay. And what I want to do is just have a look at how you're moving the neck. So I want you to turn the head all the way towards the right side for me here. Okay, as far as you can go, and I want you to turn towards the left now. Okay, and that as far as you can go?
Yeah.
Okay, and back towards the right. Okay, so you've got good movement on both. I would say that you could actually have a little bit more. So you want to be able to get your chin in line with your shoulder, which you're just shy of.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other way. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and just look straight ahead. So your neck movement is okay. In terms of your trapezius muscles in your shoulders, okay, let's just have a feel into here. So they feel sore?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so those traps are a little bit tight. I want you to sit up straight, and I'm going to do what we call motion palpation. I'm going to feel how your neck joints are moving. So usually when you go to a physio or you go to a doctor, what they'll do is they'll just check how you move. But with chiropractors, what we do is we check how each segment of the spine is moving.
Right.
So in your case, like right here, does that feel sore?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a segment there which isn't moving too well. Okay, and if we compare it to the others, that's not so bad. So that's just around the level of C3. When you have an imbalance of the way the neck joints are moving, that can also contribute towards kind of dysfunction in the way the spine works, and also leads to kind of early wear and tear in some of these areas. So if you're okay with it, what we're going to do is do some adjustments into here. So we can do some chiropractic work into here. You okay with that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of a push into the neck. Okay, nice and relaxed. Take a nice deep breath in for me. Okay, and I'm going to give a little push here. You okay?
Yeah. Oh!
Perfect. Okay, excellent. So we've got that joint moving. Your head's still attached?
I've never had my neck cracked. That's quite cool.
Okay, alright, and let's have a feel on the other side.
Alright.
Okay, and rest down. Okay, and here you've got a similar thing. Can you feel that right there?
Yeah.
And that's sore, yeah? Okay, rest the head down for me. Okay, and I'm going to give a little bit of a push here as well. I'm going to get just a little bit of pressure, nice and loose. Nice deep breath in, and all the way out. Okay, perfect. And we're just going to distract to make sure those joints are lining up well. Okay, this is where that hip tightness is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are where you've got some areas of of problems, and actually more on this left side. Can you feel that there?
Yeah.
A lot more than on here, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely need some work onto that hip there. Okay, so we're going to do some chiropractic adjustments into your mid-back.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure just on the mid-spine, and I want you to take a nice deep breath in for me. Okay, nice deep breath in,
Yeah.
and all the way out. Good. Okay, perfect. You okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and again, nice deep breath in, and all the way out. Good, breathe out, keep breathing out. Beautiful. Okay, and I'm just going to give a little bit of a push just here. Nice deep breath in again, and all the way out. Keep breathing out, keep breathing out, keep breathing out. Okay, and again, rest down. I'm going to give that one more go. Okay, take a nice deep breath in. Relax the head as much as you can. Let me do the movement for you. Good, and a little push here. Okay, and again, rest the head down here. Nice deep breath in. Let me do the movement. Rest the head down for me. Little push. Okay, perfect. All right, so it's a bit tight in there. So because you've got so much tightness in those hips, this area is really tight and it's pulling on your lower back.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is try and adjust this joint and just encourage that movement to improve a little bit. Okay, so nice deep breath in, all the way out. Good. Okay, perfect. And again, one more time. Okay, and the opposite side for me. Okay, and again, same thing again. Nice deep breath in, a little bit of a push. Okay, that's it. Super tight SIs. Okay.
You get good sweat on by doing this as well.
Yeah, man, it's hard work.
Just take a nice deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Okay. Beautiful. And we'll go on the other side. You see, as I'm pushing, pulling you towards me, I'm bringing, all of you is coming with me. You know, let me just bring it around this way. Good. Nice deep breath. Okay. Okay, beautiful.